Today we're going to be making Thai grilled beef and eggplant salad, so let's get started. So I have here a Japanese eggplant. I like these guys. They're very mild, not a lot of assertive flavor, but we're going to cut long planks. And the reason we want to do that is so that we can get a lot of good char flavor on them, and that is really going to make our salad extra flavorful. Okay, and then we are going to remove any bitterness from the eggplant. We're going to salt it. If you're using 4 eggplants, you're going to want to use about a tablespoon of salt. I'm just doing a few right now, so we're just going to get these guys salted right here. Salt these guys up, and then we are going to lay them on a sheet tray covered with a paper towel because we want them to drain right here. And don't forget, before you grill them, you also want to rub the paper towel on here and remove all the salt, otherwise your salad is going to be too salty. So these are going to sit around for about 30 minutes while we whisk together the sauce. Okay, so we're ready to whisk together the sauce that goes with this. We've got our Mexican lime juice, and these are the small Mexican limes. They're really floral, they're really nice. Also known as key limes, those are very good. It's your salad, you decide how hot you like it, but we're gonna do a little mince of a Thai chili. If you can't get a Thai chili, you can absolutely use a serrano, you can use a jalapeno. Now I'm going to take out the seeds. We like it hot, but we don't wanna blow off the top of your head, right? A little bit of really nice, long, thin slices, just like this. And we're gonna do a very, very fine mince. Here we go, right into our bowl. Then we're going to grate our garlic. This seems the fastest and the easiest way I know how to tell you to mince your garlic, okay? So we just grab a little microplane right here. Wash your fingers. Yes, I have accidentally grated my fingers, so you wanna learn better than me, okay? But just get it all the way down. If you can, pay close attention. And here we go. There's our garlic ready to go. And I love this guy because you just give it a quick rinse and you're good to go. And we're gonna cut the top off. I like to run the knife around the inside very carefully, like that. So now we're gonna make our marinade and our salad dressing. First thing that we wanna do, well, you see already we have our chopped Thai chili in here. We're gonna go with a 1/3 cup of freshly squeezed Mexican lime juice. So we've got lime juice, we've got our Thai chili in here. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna put in 2 tablespoons of sugar. That comes next, and then we're gonna be putting in a tablespoon of soy sauce right there. Next we have 2 teaspoons of fish sauce. Try not to get it on your hands. All right, 2 teaspoons of fish sauce. Very good. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna whisk in all of our chopped garlic, 3 cloves of chopped garlic gonna be going in right there. And we're going to whisk this up really, really well. We're gonna give it a taste, and then we're gonna fold our pepper rings in here, and those pepper rings, they're not hot, okay? Okay, ooh, I like that. I think it could be hotter, but we're good. We're very good. All right, and now our marinade / salad dressing ready to go. Now I'm gonna teach you how to trim your flank steak. This is a beautiful flank steak from Brant Beef. The reason I chose it was because it is corn-fed for over 300 days. It's absolutely delicious, it's natural, minimally processed, and that's why I like it. Now what I'm doing right here is I am grabbing a little bit of the silver skin and I'm pulling it back taut, and then I just scrape my knife against it, and we want to get rid of that. That is kind of like, I like to call it meat bubble gum. If you leave that on there, you'll be chewing for a long time. So you want to get rid of this part right here, and we're going to trim it all the way back. And we'll just take off all this, little bit of this fat, not too much. Okay, we're good to go. I'm gonna trim this up a little bit. Let's look on the other side. Now, a little fat adds flavor, so I'm not gonna cut it too close. This side is perfection right here, beautiful. Here's our plate, ready to go. And we're going to let it sit in this marinade, and we're gonna take 2 tablespoons of it and make sure that the beef is well covered. And so make sure that we flip it over and get the whole thing covered, and we'll let it rest right here in the marinade. Okay. So now our eggplant has been salted, drained, completely patted dry, grill temp 400 degrees, we're ready to go. Grill over hot heat, turning once until charred, 5 minutes per side. We do want char on it, it contributes to the flavor. Now we have a beautiful char on this eggplant. It looks great. We're gonna pull it off directly to the cutting board. I like to do that. We're gonna let it cool before we chop it up for our salad. Beads of moisture will appear on the outer edges of the meat in about 5 to 6 minutes. So now I'm gonna peek underneath to see what's going on. If we've got beautiful grill marks on there. So we're just gonna lift this guy up. We're gonna mark him this way, put him down here, mark him this way. And we're still gonna hang on for our beads of moisture. I'm gonna put oil on the flank steak and brush it in before I flip it over. Flip steak and continue to cook on the second side until charred and the center registers 125 degrees, about 5 more minutes. So I've moved the steak over to the cooler side of the grill because when I touch it and it still feels gelatinous in the center, a little bit jiggly, then that means it's a little bit too rare. We're going for medium rare here. We just temped it at 111 and we kind of want to go to 125. So 120, 125, we'll take it out, we'll rest it, and then this steak is beautiful, either hot off the grill or room temp. Delicious either way. So what I'm gonna do right now, take the temp. 27's good. I was aiming for 125, but 127 is equally as good. I'd like you guys to let it rest for at least 10 minutes and more if you can. So our charred eggplant has come down to room temp, and we're gonna give it a quick chop. Then we're going to go over and get ready to assemble our salad. This is our flank steak that we just grilled. We've been letting it rest so it could reabsorb all the juices. And now what we wanna do, we wanna cut it, but I wanna teach you the right way to cut it because we want to cut it across the grain. So take a quick look right here. You'll see the grain is running this way on the flank steak. We wanna cut against the grain because it makes it extra tender. Chopped eggplant, pepper rings and our marinade, green onion and cilantro. And now let's go into the salad. Okay. And let's give it a toss, and we're gonna plate it up. Gonna set this guy out on a platter. I like to pile it up nice and high, give some height to the platter, make it look good. And for those of you who like your salad with less green and more meat, this is the one for you. This is the salad for you. This is the salad for you. Okay, and we are now ready to we're going to give it a little bit of garnish. Picasso style is good. And here is our Thai grilled beef and eggplant salad.